Hello, my name is Marile Colon Robles. I'm the project scientist for NASA Globe Clouds at NASA Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia. I'm going to be teaching you today how to make a dust observation using the Globe Observer app. Now, dust observations are very important, and I want you all to know that dust events, like a dust storm, big or small, can occur anywhere. You don't have to live in a desert area to see a dust storm. It can occur in cold places, like in Iceland. There's a lot of dust storms happening. It can occur in a place where the land cover is changing. Maybe the land is getting drier and it's a new source of dust, like an old farm area or a dried up riverbed. A lot of people are starting to see that. So no matter where you live, there could be a dust storm or a dust event occurring in your area. And we would love to see your photographs of those areas. One of the reasons why it's so important to have your pictures, your photographs of these dust events is that we cannot always detect them with satellite data. The NASA Globe Clouds team at NASA Langley Research Center co-locates or matches every observation of clouds or sky, including dust, to satellite data. And this is really neat because when we get an observation like this one that we received in 2019 from Australia of a haboob, it was remarkable because if you notice in the picture from the observer, it's completely covered, the sky is completely covered by clouds, yet you can see the dust layer, that brownish color on the bottom. When we look at the satellite data, using something like Worldview, which is a way that you can look at NASA data, we see that it's completely covered by clouds where they're at. So this situation, this particular example, is a reason why your observations are so important. Also from satellite data, you can see sometimes the storm, but you can't actually see where it started from. So when you use the Globe Observer app to report your observations, it also tracks the latitude and longitude or your location. So the Globe Observer app is free and available for anybody. It does require registration, so you will need an email address. And we're going to be using the clouds portion to report dust observations, but I want to make sure that you all know that there's you can make observations of mosquitoes, of their habitats, land cover, and trees and tree height. So it would be remarkable if you can make an observation of using all of these different options from your own location. So again, you go into clouds to make a dust observation, you click on new cloud observation right there in the top, and then your next step is to click on obscured. Now, let me just take 1 second to talk about obscured and overcast. We don't tend to use the word obscured as a scientific term. We tend to use overcast. So I want to explain the difference between both. Obscured means when something is blocking your view of the sky or clouds. And we're not talking about a building or trees, we're talking about a layer of dust, a layer of haze, a smoke. All those things are obscurations, and that's why we want you to click on obscuration, and then once there you can select the type of obscuration. Now, sometimes people think that when they cannot see the blueness of the sky, that the sky is obscured, but it's actually overcast. So overcast means that the sky is completely covered by clouds, and that's okay. And you report that under clouds, which is the first option on that screen. And then you would say it's 100% cloud cover. Okay, so that's the difference between obscured and overcast. Once you click on obscured, you will scroll to pick the correct obscuration, and we want you to pick dust. And then it'll ask you to answer yes/no questions about the surface conditions. And this will help us as well to understand better the satellite imagery. The most important part is your photograph of this event. So the first thing that we want you to do is to click on the gray bar that says Add Pictures Manually. If you've done cloud observations using the app, you know that there's like a little game where you put the letter of the cardinal direction you're looking at into a dark circle and boom, the picture is taken. But if you notice, that takes a picture in an angle. And we actually want you to take a picture or photograph of the horizon, straight looking at the event, so that we can see the sky, the event, and then the land cover. So the way to do that is to click on Add Pictures manually, and then you click on the cardinal direction you think you're looking at. So in this example, if you click on North, a smaller box will open that say Take Picture, Choose Existing, or Cancel. So you can either take a picture and take the picture live of the event, or you can choose an existing. The app works even when you're not on Wi-Fi or connected, so you can be out, always safe, doing an event and take the photograph, or you can take a photograph from your camera, from your mobile device, and then enter it in. It'll work either way. So again, we want you to always be safe. These dust observations, we want you to make them from inside a vehicle or a building. Unlike the cloud observations that we want to see the entire sky. The same would be if you wanted to report haze or smoke. Always be safe at first. This picture I took myself in Arizona of a dust devil, and what I did is I clicked on Pictures manually. I clicked on the direction I thought I was looking at, and then I chose from existing because I took the picture and then submitted the observations. So remember, always take the picture of the horizon. If you look at my photograph, you can see the land cover, you can see the sky, and you can see the event. Now, in order to help you out more, we have all these resources together. This is our Globe Cloud site on the Globe Program's website, and there's a lot of information here. You can read about why it's so important in different locations. You can meet the scientists that are using your data right now. You can review the steps on how to make your observations. You can access the data. The data is available for researchers or anybody to use, and it's co-located to satellite data as well. And then there's some resources. If you click on resources, there's graphics like this one here that you can print out and share. For those educators, we've made a webinar, and it's recorded and available, and we go through activities and lessons, articles and readings that are appropriate for different levels, visualizations, and where to get NASA data, and then books related to dust events. So we hope that this helps you out. We will be excited to receive your observations of dust or any other type of obscuration. Just make sure to take a picture of the event, of the horizon, horizontally, and always be safe. Thank you so much, and keep observing.